Welcome back, folks, to the Delivering More platform. I'm your host, Ben Alcott. Thank you so much for consuming the content morning, afternoon, and evening. We appreciate it, as always. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below. That's going to help us out more than you could ever know. I have another wonderful driver spotlight to bring to you folks today. I have with us a driver out of Dallas, Texas. Welcome to the spotlight, Adewale.
How you doing, Ben?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm appreciate your time. Appreciate your time on the platform. I know it's been a long time coming. You've been doing a hell of a job for us and yourself out there. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So you are in Dallas, Texas. I want to start there a little bit. Get you a little bit of this or that is a segment I like to start with. I'll give you two options, and you just pick one or the other, and we'll have a little banter back and forth on which one you pick. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start Adewale, this or that. How do you feel about city or suburbs?
Yeah, the city. I like the city. The suburb it's not that busy. Anytime I go there, sometimes the network is very. Sometimes most of the time, anytime I go there, the network is very bad. Just maybe like low signal. So we are trying to call, maybe low network, bad network. So, but in the city, it's good. All the time, it's good.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. What about in terms of communication? How do you feel about texting or calling?
Yeah, sometimes. What? Most time, I'm going to text the customer first. Then, if they don't reply, then I'm going to call them.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. What about in terms of when you get food for yourself, right? You and your family, kids, whatever you got going on. Would you rather go pick up the food or have it delivered?
To be honest, most time we do cook at home. But sometimes I do go to Chick-fil-A with the family, or maybe KFC or McDonald's, or Beniana. It's very close to me here, so we do go there as a family just to go and enjoy ourselves. But most time I always go there to eat there, not to take home. So I always go there to eat, not to take home.
Okay, yeah, that makes so you're either cooking at home or you're going out to eat. It's usually one or the other. You're not picking it up to go back eat at home. That makes sense. That makes sense. What about in terms of like your preference of delivery type, right? Would you rather take a delivery with long miles and high pay, or a short distance delivery with like an average pay?
I want to take the long distance with a high pay.
Okay, you're out there. You're out there to make the money.
Yes.
What platforms have you been on, Adewale? Just deliver that, or what other gig platforms have you operated on?
Yeah, my main country, all the platform is deliver that. Then in the evening time, I do DoorDash and Uber. So, but in the morning time, strictly deliver that.
Nice. What about your time with DoorDash and Uber? Is that how you got started in the gig economy? What made you start food delivery in general?
Yeah, and when I started with DoorDash. Then maybe a year after, I started with, and I joined Uber Eats. So I was doing both together before I got to know about deliver that.
What have you ever done any other gigs? Like, have you ever done just Uber and rideshare, like Lyft or anything? Or there's like Walmart Spark and all those other kind of things. Have you done any other type of gigs?
Yeah, I did Spark, but most time maybe like early in the morning, around 6 a.m. in the morning. So because Spark most time is always slow, anything after 10 o'clock is very slow. So it's just from early in the morning around 6 a.m. to like 9:30, 10. Yeah, just like 2 trips or three.
Nice. Nice. Cool. I always wonder about that kind of stuff because obviously, in this gig economy of things, people are working all kinds of platforms, right? You're kind of your own boss out there. You got your own schedule. You're working on your own time. And you mentioned already you kind of utilize deliver that for like the lunchtime and DoorDash in the evening, right? So is that kind of how you look at things now? Like you find what platforms are busy when and then utilize it from there?
Yes, you know, that is very busy. Most times from the lunch to like, let's say like from 9 or 10, maybe like most like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is more busy than Monday and Friday and Saturday, Sunday. So from 9 in the morning, sometimes I might be lucky to get maybe one. So then, but from 10:30 is very busy to like 12:30. So once I'm done, I go back home to just to rest, Then once it's maybe 4, 5 o'clock in the evening, then I'm gonna do DoorDash and Uber.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What about like in terms of just how you operate within these platforms? Why do you do gig work? Is it because of that flexibility? Is it because of the schedule? What do you find that benefits you in the gig economy?
Yeah, the reason why I'm doing it is because it's more flexible. Then I have time to pick the children in school around 3 p.m., 3:30, 3 o'clock. So it's more flexible. So, I can always go back and pick them up, then 4:30, 5 o'clock, then start again with Uber and DoorDash.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially when you have a family, like you said, you got kids, you want to spend time with them. You don't want to be at like a 9 to 5 job all the time, like corporate lifestyle. It kind of like maybe some people feel like it like wastes their life away when you spend your time with your children and your wife and things like that.
Yes.
What about in terms of like your time on the deliver that platform itself, right? You've done a great job. Dallas, Texas is a massive market for us. I know you mentioned a few of your favorite restaurants to operate with and work with. What are a few of those favorite restaurants you have in the Dallas market?
Yeah, Luna Grill. Luna Grill. Um, Zoiski. Okay, now, okay, no more Zoiski kitchen again. Luna Grill, Buca de Beppo, sometimes a taco joint, Bebe Taco. So all these restaurants are very busy. So at least I always pick up from there every day.
Hell yeah. Yeah, those are some big name partners we have too. I know Luna Grill, Velvet Taco is they're massive down there in Texas, I know. What for you, what makes that partnership with the restaurant good to you in your eyes? Like is it a timing thing, packaging, the activity you mentioned the volume out of those locations is big. What makes that relationship with the restaurant great to you?
I know them very well. So and I'm familiar with the workers very well. So I know the ones that are likely to delay. So what I do is I try to choose the ones that are not going to delay if I'm having a multiple order. So I'm going to try and be there. I'm going to try and pick up the restaurant where we're not going to delay. So I don't mess up with the customer with the orders. Maybe not to delay to the customer. So like Buca de Beppo, Luna Grill is very fast, very fast. You can be there. It's ready. Maybe like even 10 minutes or 20 minutes before the pickup time. Same thing for taco. So there's some restaurant that, and that you get there, they might tell you, I'm so sorry, we didn't know, we didn't see what's it called? The people that they need to prepare you an order to pick up. So I always try and pick the best restaurant if I'm having a multiple order.
Yeah, especially when you are like routing and do multiple deliveries throughout your day, like you're saying, that's always the timing of things is always so important because, like you mentioned, it does kind of snowball right from there. Like if that first restaurant is late, then you're delayed to that next customer, then you're delayed to the next pickup, and it can just kind of snowball effect.
So I always try to choose the best restaurant. If I'm having maybe like only one or two, then it doesn't matter. I just take it. I just take it. I'll just be there on time. So just to let them know I'm having order, so I can start preparing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if you have one or two orders, it's not that big a deal. But if you got multiple, it becomes a little like stressful at times. Probably be like, man, I really need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like when you first got started on the Deliver That platform? You mentioned you started out with DoorDash and Uber Eats, so like you were familiar with food delivery in general, but you maybe weren't familiar with like the setup piece of everything, right? Were you nervous about having to do a full setup and things like that?
Yeah, I was nervous. On DoorDash and Uber, it's just to drop it off at the doorstep, or maybe to give it to the customer, just like in a bag, just something small. But or deliver that is a very big one. So I was like, I set it up. I don't know. But luckily for me, my first order, the customer showed me how to do it. So she was just telling me that, oh, don't worry, I'm going to sell it from here. So I was just looking at her, okay. So since then, I've been doing it myself.
Yeah, that's helpful. I mean, that's super helpful. Yeah, a customer like went out of their way to be like, "Hey, this is how we want you to do it." So you kind of took that and were like, "Okay, if they want it like that, that's probably the way other people want it."
Yes. So I was just looking at her, just learning the way she was setting it up. So
What about like if you do go to a location, right? Sometimes these drop offs, the the lunchroom or like the table or like the counter where they want the food, right? It's like a confined space. There's not a lot of room for all that food. So what do you usually like defer to the customer and ask them how they want the food set up? Do they want to like are they going to eat right now? Are they going to eat later? What do you do in a scenario like that where you're unsure how the customer wants it?
yeah, most time, once I get to the customers, to their lunchroom or their break room, I always ask them, where do you want me to set it up? So they're going to show me like a table. Oh, you can put it right here. So I'm going to set it up. But most time, some people don't have a space. They're going to tell you, don't worry, we're going to do it by ourselves. So then I'm going to put it on, I'm going to stack it on the table. And some again, maybe like all these energy companies to get, and they don't allow you to get an access to the building. So they're going to come down and meet you with a cart and take it from you.
Yeah, they'll like come down and help you bring everything up. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, because most energy companies, they don't allow people to get into the building. So they're going to come down and meet you there, take everything from you.
Yeah, and especially in Dallas, there's like a lot of corporatized downtown city life too. Have you ever gone to a building like that and you've been like how do I get in? What do I do here? Like have you ever gone to a building and you're like, what is this place?
Yeah, like it's a particular building, and I think Commerce Street has maybe like almost 60 something story building. So, but you can't get access to the building, so they're gonna come down to you, or they're gonna tell you, just give us a call, we're gonna meet you down. So they wouldn't allow you to take the food. They wouldn't allow you to take the food into the building.
Yeah, and you're just like, what are they doing in there that you won't let they won't let anyone in? So like, what's going on in there? Yeah, kind of can be a little hectic at times. Any like advice? I know obviously new drivers are getting onboarded to the Deliver That platform every day. Whether it's Dallas, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Miami, Florida, markets all over the United States. Do you have a good piece of advice you think for a new driver on the Deliver That platform?
Yeah, and this morning I met someone this morning. So and it was like, how long have you been driving? I told him like almost 4 years now, and it was like, wow. Right. So he now told me that um, I think he got a violation from Deliver That maybe like 5 times or so. I was like, I've not gotten one. So I did do it. I said, just be there on time. So I told him that you should try and avoid the violation. You should be there on time and you should try and follow the rules and regulation. That within a while, maybe they might put him on a preferred driver. Because he was telling me that he was getting a lot of violation, maybe coming late to pick up the order. So I was like, just try and be there on time. So yeah. My advice is just try and stay for violation, then try and get a bags, maybe like a couple of bags to get a food to the customer.
Yeah. The bags are obviously clutch, especially the insulated bags. What about like a wagon or a cart? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, it's very, very important again. The wagon is very, very important because if you don't have the wagon, it's very stressful. So you got to have the wagon because, most time we always pick up a large float. So even sometimes with the wagon, I might go like 3 times. Maybe like, maybe like 30, maybe like for the floor, maybe, I have to go and come back. So go back and forth. So the wagon is very important, especially a very big wagon. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a very big one.
Yeah. I'm in agreement there. I think the wagon or like a dolly is a major key. Can make, like you said, things way less stressful.
Very, very important.
Hell yeah. That's a great tip. Actually, I love that tip. You mentioned in the questionnaire things you like outside of gig platforms, delivery, things like that. You're an F1 guy. I believe the F1 season just started up again, like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, two weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. Our buddy Jim here, our e-commerce guy, he's sending out those bags to you folks out there. He's a big F1 guy too. He's telling me like, hey, you gotta watch this, you gotta watch it. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. They're just going fast. I don't see like the interest in it. What do you like about F1?
Yeah, I like the way they speed. I like the way they speed. But I'm a fan of Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, I like Verstappen too, but I'm a fan of Hamilton. Yeah, I like Hamilton a lot. So, but this season, I don't know what's wrong with the Mercedes Benz, but I think maybe by maybe the next 2 races or so, they might try and work on their car. But right now, their car is not running fast.
Yeah, I think it's so strange how like they all have the same vehicles, right? You imagine the same parts, the same tires, because everyone makes that same material. So like, how is one car so much better than the other? It's kind of weird sometimes. Like, how are they making something so intricate so much different?
Yeah, the reason is there's one in each race they do setup. So the setup, if they didn't do the setup very well, the car will not run fast. Then again, I think Red Bull, I don't know, there's something special in their car since last 2 years now. They've been way far ahead of all other cars. So I don't know what they're doing to their car. So
Yeah, they figured something out.
the setup always affects Ferrari. But for Red Bull, they always get it right all the time. So I don't know about the people working for them, but they're very good.
Yeah, they got some secrets that they're hiding close to the chest out there.
Yeah.
What about you mentioned you like soccer as well. Would you say like and you said you're a Hamilton guy, not a Verstappen guy. I feel like Verstappen Hamilton is like a similar debate to like Messi Ronaldo. So do you have like a side for Messi Ronaldo too?
Rival.
Who would you pick in Messi Ronaldo?
Well, I love Messi. I love both of them, but I prefer Messi. Yeah.
Nice. Are you like more you like the finesse game, not like just like the goal scoring all the time?
Yeah, for the soccer, you mean playing game, right? FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA. Yeah, I love FIFA. Great game.
Yeah. I do play FIFA. I play FIFA a lot. Yeah, I do play the FUT champion. So you know, um, Messi and Ronaldo. But now I do use Messi because Ronaldo is not playing for this Saudi Arabia league. So if I'm going to use him in my team, there will be no what's it called?
Like the chemistry.
Chemistry, yeah, chemistry. So
Yeah.
the chemistry will not be there. So I don't. So it's very hard for me to use him.
Yeah, I used to play. So Matt, I don't know if you're a football like American football guy either, but they have the same thing on Madden, like the Ultimate Team, like same as the FIFA thing. I've been in both those. I was spending like hundreds of dollars on those packs you buy. Like you open those packs for the cards. I was spending so much money on those cards.
Yeah, for the cars, sometimes what do I do? Okay, sometimes I do buy the coin just to buy the cars. So, but now what I do is I always make sure that if I can complete my what's it called the SP, I get more cars. So, and now they're really giving a good cars nowadays. Yeah, good cars.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough, and you never know what's coming to you. What in the rest of the questionnaire, I think like pre-gig economy, outside of your interests, you mentioned you were like a farmer in a past life. I was intriguing to me. Was that in the United States that you were doing some farming, or where was that at?
No, when I was in Africa,
Okay.
I was into farming. So I do layers, broilers, piggeries, and fisheries. So, but now moving here now, you know, to get the land, all the stuff. Well, I'm still looking into it, maybe very soon. I'm not sure when. So, but it's a very good business. But I know here it requires a lot of money to get the land.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, land costs so much in the United States these days. What you mentioned you immigrated over from Africa. Where's your family from originally?
From Nigeria.
Nice. What was like that? When did you come to the United States?
Yeah, I came in 2017.
Okay, wow, dang. So only like 7 years ago. That's pretty recent. What was the catalyst to making that happen? Was that like something you had planned on doing for your entire life and then finally had the opportunity to do it, or you just saw something happen and you're like, I need to make a move?
No, something happened. They were need to move. So me and my family, we just have to move here.
I'm happy. I'm happy you guys are here now, and obviously you found some great opportunities. Sounds like your kids are doing well. You're doing well. Hopefully your wife is as well. Man, I appreciate your time. I know obviously down in Dallas, you're doing a hell of a job keeping that market afloat. You're in the elite tier, I believe, right? You're an elite driver.
Yeah.
Awesome. What were you excited when you got to that final tier of things?
Yeah, much easier for me to get a job now. That much easier for me that I really make more money than being a FIFA driver.
Yeah, what have you noticed you mentioned like it's easier for you to get the jobs. Are there any other benefits to being in that elite tier?
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I make more money. Yeah, more money. I make more money than before. Now get a lot of jobs to do. Sometimes maybe like 7 or 8 a day.
7 or 8 a day you're doing?
Yeah, sometimes.
Dang.
It's busy.
That's crazy. What's the most deliveries you've taken in a day?
Yeah, I think it's 8.
That's a ton of deliveries. 8 deliveries on our platform. I mean, shoot, you pay what? If we average that out, $30 delivery, that's $240 in a day. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, that's amazing. That's got to feel good when you get done with a day like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, Adewale. Well, again, man, I appreciate your time. Thank you for sitting down with me, letting me learn a little bit more about you, how you got into the gig economy, your time on Deliver That, and obviously I love talking things outside as well, the F1, the soccer. That's where I think it's a little more fun getting outside of the business life sometimes. So I appreciate you indulging me in that.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you. I enjoy my time working with you guys.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I know the team out there appreciates you as well. They'll be happy to see your face. Put a name to the face. I know you're talking to those guys, communicating with them all the time. So I know they'll be pleased as well to see you finally sit down with us.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, man. We'll see you very soon. Thank you.
All right.